There are a few industries that are feeling really optimistic about this. That includes domestic shrimping. Industry leaders have come out in support of the tariffs, saying they could help them fight the flood of cheap imported shrimp. Rachel Hanley shows us how that looks for Louisiana.
A pound of shrimp went for $1 when A.C. Cooper sold it in the 80s. That same pound gets him 50 cents today.
You break down, you can't afford to even put your boat back together and go back out. That's how serious it is.
Cooper heads the Louisiana Shrimp Association. While other industries worry about the impact of the sweeping new tariffs announced this week, he's expecting them to help shrimpers like him.
We want the tariffs to go into effect because of the fact that's the only glimmer of hope we have left.
That's because the U.S. imports more than 100 million pounds of shrimp every year. It's cheaper than domestic, often thanks to lax food safety laws, low pay, and government subsidies in its countries of origin. American shrimpers have been saying for years that it's sinking coastal communities.
It's flooding the market and depleting the price, and having a lot of our boats have to tie up because we can't move our shrimp quick enough and compete against a rock bottom price that's artificially low.
U.S. Shrimp Coalition Director Brian Jones does acknowledge the impact of the tariffs could be mixed. The cost of fishing equipment, boat parts, and packaging could go up for shrimpers like everyone else. But he and Cooper both expect the benefit to far outweigh the costs.
It's also not lost on us how it can affect, everyday family members and folks, sitting around the kitchen table when they think about their expenses and all these things, cost increases going up. But it's certainly a needed measure of relief for us.
But still, they agree that any new revenue that might be generated by the tariffs would only be a temporary solution. Cooper says what he'd really like to see is a cap on how much shrimp the U.S. can import.
I want people to understand how serious this is. We're to a point now we're on the breaking point. We've been screaming that for 20 years.
He's just hoping this short-term help will keep them going for another few years. Rachel Hanley, WWL, Louisiana.
Now, Cooper says no matter what, the best thing the public can do for the industry is to choose domestic shrimp. He says even if it's listed as a local on a restaurant menu, you can always ask to see that packaging. That'll include the country of origin.